channel. My name is Lauren and I'm a craft producer here at Makers Gonna Learn. We are doing things a little old school today. So it's just me and Courtney actually in the office. Well, we've got Brooks is in the office here with us, but it's just me and Courtney here. So Courtney is behind the camera.
Hey everyone, you won't see me, but you can hear me.
Yep, she is mic'd up, working everything behind the camera. But today, it's gonna be a little bit different than normal. So we had something planned originally and then it was just gonna be me and Courtney here. So we didn't know that we were gonna go live, and then we decided, yes, we're going to, because I don't know that we've officially announced it here on the channel yet, but starting next week, starting Monday, correct?
Yes.
Yes. It's Monday or Tuesday? For boot camp.
No.
Boot camp is next week.
I think it's 5 days long.
Okay, so either way, we have decided to add in a boot camp next week. It is going to be a Canva boot camp. We are going to be learning so many amazing things about Canva next week and how you can utilize this software in your craft room, in your craft space. So today we thought, why it would be fun to do like a little craft challenge where we're going to teach you everything that you need to know, or everything that I think you need to know in Canva in 10 minutes. So that's why we have the timer, the trusty timer here. I'm going to, here in just a second, I'm going to set our timer for 10 minutes, and then we're going to learn everything that we can in Canva in 10 minutes or less. Okay. So
I think that we should do 2 10-minute segments. One for teaching.
Okay.
And then we'll reset the timer.
Okay.
10 minutes, full design, start to finish. At the top of the 10 minutes, I'll give you an idea, and you have to execute.
All right.
Are you down for that?
I'm down. I'm down for...
Because 10 minutes, we're going to be like gone in no time.
Now, 10 minutes, I agree, because 10 minutes to teach and then 10 minutes to design.
Yes.
I think that'll be really good. That way I'm not worried about designing and I can make sure that I teach in the 10 minutes.
Yes.
But if you are new here and you haven't been around the channel in a little bit, we are pre-selling what we are calling Digital Design for Creatives, where we are going to do a deep dive into Canva, teaching you everything you need to know about this software and how you can use it in Cricut Design Space and with your die cutting machine, whether you have a Cricut, whether you have a Silhouette, any kind of die cutting machine. We're going to teach you how to utilize this online software so that you can use it, like I said, with your die cutting machine. So that is pinned at the top. If you want to jump in and grab that course right now is the time to do that, because once we launch it, it will go into full price. It will not be in its pre-sale price. So make sure you grab that course if you want to learn more about Canva. That is launching on June the 4th. So kind of like this boot camp is kind of like a precursor to that. We couldn't do a boot camp the week of the launch for a couple different reasons, so that's why we're doing it a little early, just as a precursor for the launch of our new course. So
right, we want you all to be super excited, and I know next week is going to get you very excited.
Absolutely.
And I did a little bit of research, and from what I can tell, boot camp is starting on Monday, but Tanner's doing a little sneak peek on Sunday night.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, so boot camp is officially starting on Monday. We have the word, but for those of you that are here, make sure you tune in Sunday evening, because Tanner is going to be doing a little sneaky peek on Sunday for you guys.
Yeah.
So I think if that's it as far as this, I say let's go ahead and dive in. So we're doing the first 10 minutes. We're going to be doing pretty much basic Canva learning, how to do this, and it's going to be fast-paced. It's going to, because we only have 10 minutes. Now, one thing I want to, let's do it this way. I want you to hold all questions until we get through the 10 minutes, and then after our first 10 minutes, we will open it up for Q&A, and we will go through your questions. Now, before we get started, we did have someone ask, where do we sign up for boot camp? Guys, we are doing this boot camp a little different. You don't have to sign up for it because we're not going to be, we're doing it different. We do boot camps a little bit different every time. So this time you don't have to sign up. Just set your reminder for 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for every day. Just be here.
Yep. And if you are on our email list and get our emails, we'll be sending out reminders
yes.
as well. So.
And of course, you all know, as part of our boot camps, when we have boot camps, what else do we have that go along with it? Giveaways. So we're going to have lots of giveaways, lots of goodies for you all to grab that next week. So pretty much be here, 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. That is how you sign up. You just come. So with all of that being said, we're going to go ahead and set our timer for 10 minutes. Once again, remember, we will have supply lists. We will send those out. We are doing 10 minutes. Keep your questions to yourself. That way I don't get distracted and I can go through as much as I can in Canva. And then from there, we are going to open it up for Q&A. Okay? Yep. No link for boot camp. Show up, be there.
Yeah,
that's it.
I don't know that we'll be sending out supply lists, but they'll be in the description of all of the videos, just like normal. And the supplies are going to be very minimal because we're just teaching you how to design on Canva. We might add some like sticker paper if we print out our designs on sticker paper or something like that, but you do not need to worry about it.
Yeah, no, this is kind of, let's go ahead, I had to turn it back off for just a second because I know we're going to have a lot of people ask about boot camp and I want to clear up the air before I get started, okay? This boot camp is going to be a little different than normal. It is going to be Canva heavy. It's going to be a Canva heavy boot camp. It is where you don't have to give us your email to sign up. Supply lists are probably not going to be sent. We might send supply lists out to people on our email list, but otherwise they're going to be very minimal. This is kind of like, we're not going as big as some of our other boot camps, like our National Craft Month boot camp or like our Christmas in July boot camp. This is just kind of like a little added bonus. So pretty much next week we're calling it boot camp, but we're going to be going live 5 days a week next week instead of 2. And it's going to be very Canva heavy. So just keep that in mind.
And I'm sure you'll see lots of Tanner if you haven't been seeing him a lot recently.
Yes.
He'll be in the office and on the live. So
yes, Tanner will be here for next week for sure. Okay, now let's get our timer set back to 10 minutes and let's go.
Okay.
So we're going to start here in Canva. This is just your base. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, we are in the free version right now. We did create a free version, and I know we're going to have a lot of people ask, do I go free? Do I go pro? So I'm going to show you everything that you can do in the free version, and then we can talk about what you can do in the pro version here in a little bit. And from there, you can determine if you want to go free or pro. So starting out, here is what the home page of Canva is going to look like. You can come down here and you can find templates for inspiration, photo collages, desktop wallpapers. You can look through all of these different things for inspiration, or you can start from scratch. So what I always love to do is I love to come up here to the top right corner, and first thing we're going to do is you're going to select create a design. Now you are going to create a design based on the size of your project. If you are creating something digitally, like a thumbnail or an Instagram post, you have suggested document sizes here, or you can come down here to custom size. Now, if we are doing print and cut specifically and you are wanting to do it on your Cricut, I suggest coming down here to custom size, selecting custom size, coming over here to your units. These are, the PX stands for pixels. Then we have inches, millimeters, centimeters. I always go inches. That's just how my brain works. But you don't have to. If you want to go centimeters, that's fine as well. I always do inches, and I always make mine 8.5 by 11 if I'm printing it on a piece of sticker paper. For example, you know that your sticker paper is going to be 8.5 by 11, so I'll just come up here and do 8.5 by 11 because that is the standard size of paper here in the US. So we're going to create our custom size, and we're going to select create new design. Now that is going to be portrait. If you want your design to be landscape, you can come back here to the home page and you can just transpose your width and your height to 11 by 8.5, and that is going to make your design landscape. So here we have a landscape, here you have portrait. Very, very simple, okay? So once you create your design, let's go through the basic functionalities that Canva has to offer. So starting out here on your left-hand side panel, what you're going to see first is you're going to see templates. And these are just templates that pop up that if you are creating something, here you can see you have resume templates, you have a sale graphic template. There's all kinds of templates that will pop up that you can look through. These are very easy to use if you see a template that you like. For example, this resume template looks good. You can click on that. That's going to pop that into your page exactly how it should be. From there, you can zoom in, and y'all, you can come in here. Let's do.
And one thing I really like about the templates is the suggested templates are based on the size that you put in there. So if you are working on a square document, it's going to give you designs that are square.
Yes.
Versus what Lauren got of letter size.
So like if we come back here and let's say we go off of custom size, and let's say you square, for example, is an Instagram post. Let's select Instagram post. From there, when you see the square, you can see here that our templates do change and they look more like a sale post or something that you might see on Instagram. But you see how the templates or the designs change based on the size that you create, okay? So just know that that's gonna pop up there for you depending on the size of document that you create. Now, from there, we'll come back over here. If you do find a template that you like, you can come in here and you can change it. You can type in whatever you want, your profile. What I'm getting at is these templates are drag and drop. From here, you can change out the photo. There's lots of different things that you can do, okay? Now, I don't want to stick too long on that because we can go into a lot of detail about this, but I want to talk about all of the other things on here because, like I said, we only have 5 minutes left to learn. Next up is elements. So elements are going to be what you're going to find the most, what you're going to use the most of if you are creating PNGs for print and cut or SVGs, things like that. If you are a Canva Pro account user, you have access to over 4 million different graphics. That is insane to me. Now, if you are a free user, you still get access to, like, I'm wanting to say it's a little over 1 million graphics that you get, but it's not as many, but you still get lots of good things. So, Courtney, give me something to search graphic-wise.
An apple.
Apple. Beautiful. So, once you search it, you are then going to get here, you see graphics. Next, you have actual photos. Then you're going to have frames, videos, and audio, all related to graphics, okay? So these are all really cool. It does take them, it shows them in little bits. So what you can do if you know you want a graphic instead of an actual photo, you can come over here to see all, and that's going to give you all of the Apple graphics that you can use. Now, if it has a crown on it, it's a pro feature. If it doesn't have a crown on it, it is a free feature. So if it's free, you can pop it in there.
I love that apple.
That is a phenomenal apple. Another thing that I want to let you guys know is if you see that a graphic has multiple colors, that is an indication that that is an SVG graphic. From there, you can change the colors. You can change it into any colors that you want. Dude, I'm already down to 3 minutes. Okay, we're keeping going. Text is gonna be next. One of my favorite features about Canva is you can hit the T button on your keyboard and pop in a text graphic here. You're going to find all of these cool different fonts that are paired together. Some are gonna be pro, some are gonna be free. You're gonna be able to change your fonts here. There's so many good fonts in Canva. And then of course here are your basic, change your color, change your font size, bold, italicize, all of that stuff. Your alignment can be found here. List, line and letter spacing is also found here, and you can pop in some really cool effects. So the effects are probably one of my favorite things, and I'm gonna zoom in so you can see this. The effects are awesome. I love the effects on their text. We'll go into more detail about that later. You can upload your own images into Canva. As you can see, we have lots of different images that we have uploaded. You can also upload your own text. However, that is a pro feature. There is a draw feature, so you can draw in Canva. We don't do that a lot. Okay.
You did a lot, Lauren. I'm really proud of you.
I feel like we did a lot in 10 minutes. Okay, so Sin just said, now, I feel like we covered a lot, but we also just barely scratched the surface.
My mic wasn't on, sorry. I didn't want you to hear me typing. It's just like we scratched the surface and like gave you a little bit so that you can know how much there is.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if you saw it, but I'm gonna go back to the share screen. At the bottom, she didn't even get into the apps. So many cool apps.
Yes.
That do like all kinds of cool things.
Lots of really cool apps that you can use inside Canva.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things that Sin said a while ago that is also in our course, and I'm not going to go into detail about everything, but there are so many shortcut keys in Canva that I have started utilizing after building this course that literally would blow your guys' mind. Like normally, and it's the same across the board. So whether you're a Windows user or a Mac user, as long as you have your page selected, literally go overhead. All you have to do is press this button T, go back to the share screen. It's not even Command Control T, it's just the letter T, and your text pops right in.
Yeah, that's my least favorite thing about
Going
like
back
most
and forth between
shortcuts is that you need like both hands or like multiple fingers on each hand, and I'm just like.
So same thing with a square, except the letter that you press is R for rectangle.
Okay.
And then pops in a square,
That's really cool.
an editable square.
Clearly, I need this course.
Also, circle is a C. There's lots and lots of cool things like shortcut keys. That is very, very great in Canva that truly makes designing super, super fast. So now it's time for you to ask me your questions about Canva. What do you want to know? Like I said, we just barely scratched the surface, barely. But I know that you all have lots of questions, so please feel free to ask your questions and I will get to them. We can just go ahead and talk about some of the other features that you have access to. So you do have your project folders, so you can create your folders and you can put everything. Also, are we not?
You switched over from the free one somehow.
I somehow switched from the free version to the pro version. I see that now.
Yeah.
Because right here we are in the free version. Either way, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our Canva is so powerful. We use it and we have so many employees in there a couple family members and friends in our account too. We literally upload so many things and make so many projects on a daily basis. I think that it's going to explode, but it never does.
No.
And like Design Space, when you have too many elements in a thing, it's like, I can't think, and it gives you like spinning wheels of death.
Yes.
I'm making Canva projects like 200 plus pages with lots of elements on each page, and it never has a problem. The only problem I've ever encountered is you can't use more than 100 fonts in a singular project, and we only found that out when we were making the font book.
Okay, so we have a lot of questions. First one, importing a JPEG and converting to a PNG. So what you would do is you would just import your JPEG image and then you would save it as a PNG from Canva. It's not going to, it will convert it, but it's not like it converts that, it just resaves it as a PNG. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It doesn't convert the file. It resaves the file.
Yeah. I wonder if she's also asking about background removal, because I know that JPEGs can't have a transparent background and PNGs can. So that's the reason that a lot of people like PNGs better.
Yes.
So there is a background remover tool in there in the Pro version that is amazing.
There is. So we'll just go through a quick little upload and I'll show you how you can upload in Canva. And we'll also get to your other questions if you want, like we have people, if you want to do a sticker, how would you? So I'm going to show you how to upload something really quickly. Oh, wow. We've got lots of different questions. Okay. Beautiful. Let's start with literally downloading a file from the Makers Gonna Learn website and we're going to upload it into Canva. Okay. So we're going to start at Makers Gonna Learn. We are going to go to our cut files. And then we are going to, oh, these are all cute. So cute. Let's just do this one because it's just right here. So what you're going to do is we're going to download it. Where it is a zip file, so we're going to double click and upload and open that, okay? And then from there, we're going to go back to Canva. We're going to delete this. We are going to go to our left sidebar to our uploads, okay? From there, you're going to go to, you can either go to upload file or much like Design Space, you can pull your Finder in and you can drag and drop. And I love that feature about Canva is because even if I was over here, for example, and I was creating some type of graphic, and let's just say I took a screenshot of the Makers Gonna Learn website. This is just to show you how you can do it. You can take a screenshot. So we're gonna screenshot that. I'm gonna pop back over to Canva. You see this screenshot, I can grab it and I can drag it back over there. Like I don't have to do anything different if you're taking like a screenshot. But like I said, if you're downloading a PNG or a file from our website, make sure you hit the download, open the zip file, and then from the Finder, bring it back over here. Now that this is in here, you can resize it to whatever you want. We did have a couple questions about offsets. So Canva does not have an offset like Design Space, nor is there a slice function, because Design Space is kind of, the way that I like to explain Design Space is it is a consumer-friendly version of Adobe Illustrator. Very similar, it's more similar to that. So a lot of people who use Canva not everyone is using this for their die cutting machine. So that is the main reason why the slice function works for Design Space, but it is not in Canva. Now, you can edit photos, and we'll go back to the share screen. So now that that's in there, I can edit a photo and take part of it out, but do you see what's happening? Like it just cuts part of it off, but doesn't like.
But now, Lauren, go to edit photo.
Yes. So now, this is where I was wanting to get with offset.
Okay.
I'm going to show them how they can add their offset. So there's not an actual offset button. However, if you click on this and you come up here to edit photo, there are some features that are free, but there are some features in this edit photo portion that is not free, or that is part of the pro. So background remover is a pro function. Keep that in mind. Background remover is a pro function. Some of these other ones, like the magic eraser, that could work for a slice if you wanted to slice something out of a photo. I don't normally use this. This is a lot of like magic eraser, magic expand, magic edit. All of these are kind of AI functionalities. However, this magic grab is really cool because what you can do is you can grab this text in here. You see how it's turning this purple? And now I can grab it. Watch. And now I can move it and take it out. Or I can change it. So I do like the magic grab functionality because like I said, I can take this, I can take it out, and then you can change it to whatever you want. And you can do that on a PNG, okay? So I'm just gonna go back. Oh, forward one. Oh no, let's just add this back in here. So I do like that magic grab personally. Now there are filters that you can put on your, yes, Kathy, I know it's not free. That is a pro feature, yes. There are filters that you can put on your photos. There are effects. So if you wanted to create a shadow effect, you can do that. This gives you a glow. You can change the size, the blur amount, lots of blur, no blur, intensity. You can even change the color. Now here is where you're going to find what we call a quote unquote offset. But it works a little bit different. One thing I want you guys to know and understand, you're not going to create your offset in Canva to cut on your Cricut. You're going to have to put your files together. You're going to then take them, and I'll show you how to download them, but I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because remember, this is all part of the course as well. And then you will upload them into Design Space, and if you want it to cut with an offset, you have to do that in Cricut Design Space because the Cricut doesn't know what it doesn't know. It's just we're putting in the files, okay? The outline is what is going to give you your offset, okay? So you can change the size. The only thing that I personally don't necessarily care for, I love Canva. Let me be clear. Let me be perfectly clear. I love Canva. This part though, when you do your outline and you size it, you actually size down your image and your outline gets bigger. So like if I want it to stay that size, I need to make this larger and just add my does that make sense? So like it goes from the outside and puts your outline in. Do y'all see what it's doing?
Yeah, it like shrinks.
It shrinks your image to add your outline.
I've always known that it does that, but it never has bothered me before.
And I mean, some people it doesn't, and that's fine. It's just that would be the only thing I would, if there was anything that I wasn't a huge fan of, it would be that. But it's really not even that big of a deal. And then you can change the color. You can change the intensity of your outline. You can have it more, transparent, or you can have it completely bold. That is going to be completely up to you. Okay? Yeah. Yes. So Deborah says, so you design in Canva and then download to cut it. Yes. You can design it in Canva, and then from there, if I wanted to now take this and put it, or if I wanted to add text or something around it, you can add that, and then when you are ready to download or you're ready to put it in print, ready to download, ready to do whatever you want, you're gonna come up here to this share button. Now the share button is where you're gonna find everything that you need. We're going to come down here to the download. You can also share this with other people. You can share the link, you can allow people access, all of those things from this share screen. But what you're gonna wanna do is come down here to download, okay? So now you can download it as a PNG. This is what I suggest if you are doing a print and cut image and putting it into Cricut. Now, one thing you cannot do, once again, let me be clear. If you start with a PNG file, you can't really then, I don't know that it does conversions from PNG to SVG very well. I mean, we can do it together and you can see what it looks like, but what I love is that you can start with a file in Canva that is an SVG, and then really manipulate it the way that you want it. And then if you have the Pro version, you can download it as an SVG and then bring it into Design Space. Same thing with text. Texts are automatically going to be SVG, so you can download those and then make sure you choose SVG and then upload it into Design Space, okay?
Yeah, it'll probably let you save it as a SVG, and I guess technically it is an SVG, but it's not going to be like a Cricut-friendly SVG.
Right, because it's not going to, the reason being is because look at the details like on the hand, all of this stuff. I mean, this is, I guess, less detailed than some of the other PNGs, but it's going to be hard for it to do that, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go to share, you're going to select download. Like I said, if we're doing it in Cricut as a print and cut, we highly suggest right here with the PNG, okay? If you are wanting to print straight from Canva but not cut, you cannot print from Canva to cut on your Cricut. You have to print from Cricut to cut on your Cricut, okay? I want to make sure we are aware of that. However, you can print some really cool stuff in Canva for your craft, like crafting. If you are printing from Canva, I suggest to do it as a PDF print. That is because all of these graphics right now are in RGB, okay? That means that it's best for digital use. So all of these colors, if you printed it right now and you selected PNG, it's probably not gonna communicate as well with your printer because like I said, your color profiles are in RGB. If you are printing from Canva, you need to select PDF print, and then you would change it from RGB to CMYK, which is a Pro feature, okay? That is because and the reason I'm going into detail about this is because I remember someone asked, how do you print from Canva? And I'm going through all of this together to show you guys, okay? This is a Pro feature, however, our printers are all CMYK print, or not all of our printers. Most everybody's printer is a CMYK printer. So that is why if you are going to print straight from Canva, you need to download it as a CMYK document, okay? Now, we're gonna go back to our download. That's just if we are printing from Canva. Now, I want to do a couple of these. So I'm going to download this one as a PNG. I do want to do it as a transparent background. Now, if you don't have Pro, you can do it with the white behind it and then just get rid of it in Cricut Design Space. But if you do have Pro, always click that transparent background and then we're going to select download. Once that downloads, we can then come over here to Design Space. We'll go to New. We're gonna go to Upload. We're gonna grab our Finder. This is the one that I selected. We're actually going to click upload image and then dragging. That is one that, okay, there it is. Beautiful. Okay, here you go. PNG.
Yay.
Continue. You can see it doesn't have a background. Apply and continue. We want this as a flat graphic. See, do you see what happens if it is, you see how this is more or less what the SVG, I'm assuming, from Canva would look like, because it started out as a PNG, okay? So now you're gonna select flat graphic and continue and upload. And now you are ready, once it pops up, here it is. If you want it to cut straight on that red, you don't have to add an offset. You can just add bleed to it and you can cut. If you want it to cut past the red, you would then add an offset. But we've kind of already added an offset in Canva, so you really wouldn't have to. All you have to do from this point is resize and then go to make it, and you can cut as many stickers as you want, okay? So Jan said, will the course be for the free version or pro or both? We teach Canva, period. We have a video actually at the beginning of the course walking you through the upside to having pro and why you might want pro or why you might want free. I'm gonna say it just like Tanner would say. It is one of those things that you can pay monthly with Canva. So if you need a pro feature, you can turn on that subscription for a month, do all of your footwork as far as like designing in Canva where you need the pro features. And then from there, if you wanted to turn it off for a couple months, you can do that. It's not something you have to sign up for 6 months at a time. You can turn it on and off when you need it. So just keep that in mind. There are a lot of upsides to the pro version. And like I said, it is $12 a month. Not super duper expensive. So it is one of those things that you decide what you want. We're not saying definitely go pro or you'll be fine with free.
Right.
We're giving you all of the information that you need to make the decision yourself so that you can decide, yeah, you know what, I think I'm going to benefit from the pro features, so I'm going to turn on Canva Pro for the next 2 months, and then I know come June or July, I'm going to be super busy and not going to be crafting as much, so I'm going to turn it off for a couple months. And then when I come back to crafting, I may turn that pro feature, I may sign up and subscribe, and turn that subscription back on and use it when I need it and back off when I don't. Okay? Mm-hmm. So let's just talk. That's my spiel about Canva Free or Canva Pro. We're just giving you the information. You get to choose which one you think would work best for you in your life and your situation. Okay?
Are you ready?
Oh, Claudia said, I'm on the road and I can't take all these notes. I know I can go back and watch, but I'm just wondering, will we get all this detailed information if we're registered for the Canva class in June? If you think this is detailed, we've not even scratched the surface. Like, this is just a very basic. So yeah. Did it go up to 15 a month? It was 12.
I don't want to make them jealous, but we only pay $6.99.
I know, but we're a legacy.
I know.
I think when I first got it, personally, it was like $10 a month.
Go on to
Let's go. Let's just go look right here at this one. Oh, that is.
It's just a free trial.
That's your free trial, but let's go to plans and pricing. Pro. See prices. Canva free.
Click on monthly. Okay.
So it is $15. My apologies. The last I checked, I thought it was $12. Mm-hmm. I think at one point it was. So, but still, like I said, it's one of those things that you can turn on and turn off. You don't have to keep it on at all times. If you know that you're going to design, I would turn it on for a month. If this is something that you don't want to pay $15 every month, not knowing if you'll use it all the time, you can turn it on for a month, and then from there, determine how much you use it, how much you use the pro features. Do all of your designing in 1 month, and then you can turn it back off.
All right, speaking about designing, are you ready to design something?
Oh, Stacy did say if you work for the school, you can get lower rates or free. Yes, so if you are a teacher, you can get Canva Pro for free. I think if you're a student, you can get it for free. And I also think if you work for a nonprofit, your nonprofit organization can get it for free as well. So.
Unfortunately, Maker's Gonna Learn is none of those. So.
Yeah. So. Okay. We are not any of those. Now, what are we creating? This is our challenge portion. Oh, first of all, don't give me the parameters of what I'm going to, don't give me the parameters of like the stipulations for the design. What is this design? Like, what will I be designing it for? Would it be like for a t-shirt, for a...
Oh, that's my only stipulation. I just have a genre for you, and there's no other stipulations.
Oh.
Free creativity, okay?
Free creativity.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But you'll want to size your design at 8.5 by 11. Is that what you're asking?
Okay, 8.5 by 11.
Probably, actually, I take that back. You could change the size of it. You're going to be designing...
Really quickly, before you tell me that, someone asked, how do you flatten text in Canva? You actually don't, there is not a flatten. What you would do is you are just going to create your design and you're going to download it as a PNG and that flattens it for you. Sorry.
All right. You're going to be designing us a printable calendar. Okay.
Okay.
You don't have to design it from scratch necessarily.
Okay.
Okay. But you have 10 minutes, so get out your handy dandy timer.
A calendar.
A calendar. Just a 1 month, like what's this month?
But it can be like, it could be squares, it could be whatever, but it has to be a month, not a week.
Right.
Okay.
A month, 1 month calendar.
Okay.
You don't even have to put in all the days. Like it could be more generic if you want, and you fill in the days after you've printed.
Beautiful.
Whatever.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go to this design. I want it. I want it to be landscape.
You want it landscape. Okay.
Okay. 10 minutes. We're designing a printable calendar. And go. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do, I will talk through this.
Yeah. You don't have to necessarily wear your teacher hat. Wear your quick designer hat.
Okay.
I'm loving it already.
Here is where I would start. If I had to do a printable calendar, I would personally start in my templates and then I would go from there. This one's kind of cute. Yeah, this one's cute. Okay. But let's say I wanted to change the, no, template style. Yeah, I kind of, okay. Just so you guys know, you can shuffle through the, I liked the original. Where did the original go? Let me just, is that the original?
Yeah.
Were these those don't look right. Let me go back. No, it's not. Okay. This is.
Wow. So you already did it in 30 seconds. You got a printable calendar.
Yeah, wow. I mean, I have a printable calendar. I could go, I could go more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. I don't want it to be February 2022.
Okay, if you let's do this. Let's do 2024, and then you can change your dates. Let's zoom in. Let's say.
Maybe use the layers.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna
You
go.
can leave the dates where they are.
But if you wanted to
What?
choose the dates, you can
Yeah.
go in there and edit the dates and move them around.
Yeah, or retype over them.
Or
so they're in the right
retype.
spot.
That's not going to work. I would personally go to, let's go to position. This is the layers panel. So you can see here we have a range and we have layers. So then you would just find whatever number you have to change and change it from there. You can see we have lots and lots of layers. You can also lock your layers. So if we wanted to select all of these squares and we have them in place exactly where we want them, we can lock all of these.
Once you lock something, can you change the color?
You can
of
group it, and then we can lock it to the back, so now it doesn't move at all. So even when I'm clicking and dragging, that background is not moving. So what I just did is I selected everything, I grouped them all together, and you can see from our position panel,
I saw like a group icon
where are they?
in like the middle.
Is that,
Yeah.
this is my locked layer, and these are all grouped together. So you can see that we can group them and lock them, and now I can come in here and I can change these numbers a lot easier. Actually, I'm going to, it says it's locked, but I'm gonna move it. What did I just do?
I have no idea.
I just did something. I'm gonna move it to that, let's unlock it real quick. Okay, so it's grouped, but it's not locked. So now what I can do is move it all the way to the back here, and now I can lock it to the back so it doesn't move. So now everything in front of it is clickable, and it's a lot easier to manipulate that way. You can also change out your stuff up here. So let's go to our elements, banner. Let's do pin it banner. Pin it banner here.
Oh, you really like the vibe.
See all. I kind of like this banner a little bit. Actually, I want to copy. I want to copy this style. So how you would copy style is grab this copy style. You see how it looks like it's painted now, and I can paint that banner. No, I can't.
It's not.
It's not an SVG. I thought I could, but I can't.
No.
Don't like that one either. No. I like this one. I guess we'll just leave that one there. And I think February is more like the month of love. So let's go hearts. And let's just add in, and what I can do is even like around the 14th, I can bring this, and I'm going to 3 dots, send it to back, layers, send to back, so it's behind. And now I'm gonna take my transparency and I'm gonna make that a little bit more transparent so that that's all there on the 14th. Or let's say you have a birthday, somebody's birthday on a certain day. Let's do.
Mine's on the 16th of February.
Oh, birthday hat for Courtney. So let's grab us a birthday hat on the 16th. Add it here. Once again, we'll change it. I'm gonna change their transparency. This one is one I can copy style. So what I can do is I can take this. I don't want the little, it's fine. Let's do right here. I want to copy that style, copy those colors, and paste it. Wow. That went way different than I thought. So let's just change out these colors to what's on the, and this one can be green or purple, green. And then I'm going to, once again, the transparency comes down. Then I'm gonna grab a text. I'm gonna do, Court's birthday. We're gonna bring it down here. I'm gonna zoom in. BIR. I'm gonna hit enter. I'm gonna make this big. I'm gonna move this in front of it. Go to effects. I don't like that one. No, no. Let's change the color first. I like the pink. And then we'll come back to effects, maybe do an outline that way. Beautiful. Now we can do like a cute purple.
Oh, yay.
Now we've got Court's birthday here. You can like, it's just, I still have like 3 minutes left.
Yeah, maybe change out the stuff at the bottom.
Yeah, okay, so let's go with a different rainbow. I don't know. Honestly, if it was up to me, I would do something like this.
Yeah.
And I would take these guys out. I would add this here, make it big, probably like that. Move it to the back, change out the colors. We'll leave that blue, do that, that, and that. Actually, I think I want to do yellow. Yellow? No? Sure. Opacity, bring it down just a little bit so that you can write on it. Then we're going to go back to our elements, which we did retro. See all graphics. One thing that I do love is like if you see something you like and you click on it, you can get magic recommendations for things that fit and then bring it in.
Super cute.
And then we can add that there, zoom back out, see what we like. Let's change out these guys. Actually, let's go ahead and change out the pennant too.
Thank you, I did not like that.
Okay, let's do this one. And let's change it to this way up here in this corner. And let's copy this style, put it on this one.
Yes, I was, okay.
Send it to back and actually make it like up here.
Beautiful.
Done.
She did it, guys. She did it.
Did it.
All right, what is your review of your, why is it still going?
I don't know. It is still going. I also think I like this background right here.
She's not stopping.
Like this, and change this color around. Oh gosh, wrong way. And then
It's getting somewhere.
transparency.
You'd be funny to watch on one of those cooking shows where they have to, like a time and they have to put it on the table by the certain time. Yours would not be on the table.
No, I would still be going.
You're still cooking.
I would still be going. But it's fine. So you can see how fast, like I really could have been done with this. I could have just chosen a template and changed it around a few little things and been done in like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
But to really customize it, it's just one of those things. It's still like, it's so fast.
And it's so fun. That's why it takes so long, because you're like, ooh, let me change this and let me change this. And if you give the mouse a cookie.
I know. It's just, I keep wanting to do this and do that and look around.
She's
and
still going, guys.
I'm still looking. Tina says Canva is the only program I use for designing. Honestly, guys, it's so fast and easy. And Lisa also said it's super easy to turn on and off your subscription. I've done it several times. It really is. They make it a very streamlined process because I think as a company, they know and realize that a lot of times we are design heavy in our lives in certain times and then not so much in others. So that's what we are here for. The reason that we created Digital Design for Creatives is so that we can merge the gap of our Cricut designing and Canva and then bring them together. Now, One other thing that I did want to show you guys really quickly, and we're going to go into a lot more detail in the course, is I'm going to duplicate this and I'm going to bring it down here. And the reason I'm going to use this one is because I know that you can see here, it is an SVG because I can change the colors. If you have Canva Pro, we're going to go to share. I'm going to go to download. I want just this page, actually not that, I just want this page. I'm going to change it from PNG to SVG. You do have to go back and do current page. With a transparent background, I'm going to show you now different artists, how they save their stuff comes in different, but if you do have Pro and you have access to these, you can go to download as an SVG. If it starts out as an SVG, and the good rule of thumb is I like if you can change the colors, it's an SVG. So we've downloaded it. Now we can come back over to Design Space. We're going to cancel this. We're going to come back to upload, upload image, bring in our Finder. Here is the little flower. You can see it comes in just like it was in Canva. Upload. Now, it is an SVG, but one thing you have to be clear of is look how this comes in. Now, this can be confusing.
Yeah, it's not compounded like a Maker's Gonna Learn file that's designed for Cricut Design Space, because this is designed for Canva.
Right. So it's not going to be compounded like you are normally used to, but it is one that we're going to teach you how to come back through all of this and put them all together like normal. Does that make sense? Like, we're going to teach you how to come in here, grab everything, and group all of your pieces together.
Always just as easy as grouping, because if you group all of that, see, you got to group it in like a more strategic way, but we will definitely be teaching you all of that, so
yes.
don't.
Kathy says, can you create SVGs? You can combine elements, but as far as the only way that truly create an SVG, you have to be able to draw. So that's a whole nother process, but it's not something that is easily done in Canva. Okay. Now, if I wanted to have like words around it, that is also something that we teach. I actually took one of their, and I've got the project out there. It's that purple bag. I teach them how to take an SVG from Canva, bring it into Design Space, group it together, and cut it on your machine as an SVG and not a print and cut image.
Beautiful.
Yes. Christine says, can we pay yearly but pause it for a certain month? No, if you pay yearly, you get the year. It's just you have access to it for a full year. It's just for those that want to turn it on and turn it off, the only way you can is by doing it monthly. Does anyone else have any other questions? Shannon says, I use it for a teacher's ed class I took. Not sure if I can wrap my head around using it for Cricut. It's very easy to be able to utilize it for Cricut, but there's also so many other things that you can do in Canva. We are also going to teach on that. We're teaching, not only are we teaching this program, but we're also teaching design elements and like hierarchy of design, all of this stuff. It's not just, it is a course surrounding Canva, but we're also teaching you design elements as well. That's why it's called Digital Design for Creatives.
I like that.
Does anyone else have any other questions? When is it starting? We are in pre-sale right now. It is launching June the 4th. So we are less than a month away before when the course launches. It will, let's see, officially 3 weeks away today.
Woo-hoo.
The course will launch in exactly 3 weeks.
Yeah, and we already have a lot of people who have bought it and they are ready. So we
Yes.
cannot wait to get in there and serve you up all of these awesome tutorials. And if you're not in there yet, you should definitely join.
Yes.
I dropped the link.
Nancy asked a good question. I'm going to leave that up to you. If you want to do that, it says on their stuff that it is for one person at a time. I'm going to leave that up to you. So, Donna says, I use Canva more than any other software. Same. We use Canva, honestly, a lot more than we use Design Space anymore. Most of our work is we do most of it in Canva, download it, put it into Design Space, and literally just cut out of Design Space.
Yeah. We're all just in there sitting on Canva all day long, it feels like.
I know.
Recently, at least.
I know. Text made in Canva, the text cuts out in Design Space. Carrie, I'm not sure what your question, how to prevent. I'm not sure what your question is. 100%.
Maybe once you get it into Design Space, you need to flatten or
No,
group or
so
attach.
your text in Canva does come in as different letters. So you have to group all your letters together, or attach all your letters
Once
together.
you're in Design Space,
So
you
like
can't do
if
it
I
in Canva.
did have, let's say I had text on this, what would happen is if this was, let's say, curved around my little flower, whatever, and you had something cute, like these letters will all come in as separate. So what you would do is just like in Design Space, if we have a text box here, and let's say it is ungrouped to letters, you can see they're all different letters. This is how it would come in from Canva. What you would do is just select all your text and then unite them together. Yes.
Are the classes live or recorded?
These classes are pre-recorded classes. It is a course that will be set up at your own pace. You take it at your own pace. It is something that we'll have a digital book to go along with it. So you will get written instructions plus video instructions. We have homework assignments for you guys to help you learn the functionalities in Canva and to also help you with designing. So there's lots of things in this course that I really think you all are going to love and enjoy. Donna said Canva is a must for sublimation. Yes, Canva is an amazing tool if you are a sublimation crafter.
Yes,
It is one of the best tools for sublimation crafting, honestly.
It's great because you don't need the SVGs and all of the compounding to be right. You can just use the PNG,
Yes.
how it comes.
Yes. Jenna says, how can you use Canva for sublimation? You literally design your sublimation design in Canva, and then what you would do is you would then download it you actually are going to download it as a PDF print just because your sublimation printer has CMYK colors just like that. So you're going to download it as the PDF print CMYK. Yes, there is a digital book with the Canva course.
And do you need their Cricut for using?
We do have a couple projects where we teach you how to go from Canva to your Cricut, but it's really, we're learning the design software a lot more so. But we're also teaching you how it works. So if for some reason you don't have a Cricut right now, but you still want to learn Canva, you want to learn all of these things, maybe you're in between machines, that's fine. You can still take the Canva course and learn a whole lot. Can you group a text in Canva? You can, but if you are still wanting it to cut as an SVG, it's still going to separate your text when you bring it into Design Space. But if, let's say you are in Canva and you wanted to, for example, group all of these right here, you can select them all and group them together. So yes, you can group text in Canva, but it still doesn't matter if you group it in Canva and then still try to download it as an SVG. it's still going to have all of those letters separate. No, not everything that we taught is in Pro Canva. It's just there are certain features that are Pro, certain features that are not. You just have to go through and kind of, my suggestion is get a free account first. Always, my suggestion is always going to be to get a free account first. Play around in Canva. See what all you can do for free. See what all you is a Pro feature. From there, if you think there are more Pro features that you would use, then I would upgrade. Otherwise, I would just leave it as I would start out with free and then go from there.
Well,
okay.
Lauren, I had so much fun.
I did too. I hope you all have enjoyed today's tutorial. We will be back here with you guys tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we will see you back here tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.